Hi, welcome back to Rhubarb Yoga. So this time we're going to look at twisting. Twisting is valuable not just for external parts of the body. Twisting can expand the ribs, open up the muscles, the intercostals of the ribs, and also just make you feel a little bit more open and a little bit more fluid and flexible. But also from twisting you get an internal massage. All of the organs in the lower half of the torso, they get a great twisting, they get a manipulation, it helps our digestive system, which is incredibly valuable too, and it kickstarts detoxification, all of which is valuable for us to work in the best way and the healthiest way. So looking at twisting and looking at digestion first, our colon is made up of the ascending and the descending colon. The ascending is on the right and the descending is on the left. So with twisting, generally we like to start on the right to kick-start that digestive activation, and then we move to the left to allow it to continue its process to end up in elimination. So every twist doesn't have to be a hard and fast rule, it's how you feel. Generally start on the right and move to the left with twisting, just to enable everything to work in its correct process. Okay, so from twisting today, we're going to start in a basic contented pose, Sukhasana, which is seated. Generally, we like to cross the shins, feet underneath knees. Now if that's not comfortable, do not worry at all. Sit in your seat. Everything can be adapted. You can kneel. You can sit in your cross-legged, whatever's perfect for you. We all have different knees and hip ability, and those have to come into play as well. So sit in your seated pose of choice. And we'll do some really simple twists. So we're going to go right hand to left knee. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to place it behind us. I'm going to turn to the side so you see this properly and show the line up as well. So that we twist to the side. Now when we place our hand behind us, it's going to go in the middle of the spine here, on the mat behind us. Okay? And this is going to enable keeping our spine nice and straight. It's also going to stop us over-rotating to one side or the other, and keeping our sitting bones grounded on the mat. And if we don't keep them grounded, we're going to also hyper-twist to one side or another, and imbalance the pelvis, both of which are incredibly important, not just for twisting, but in all levels of yoga and all poses where we need to keep adjustments balanced. So looking at the twist, we're going to place the right hand to the left knee, and then we're going to take the left hand on tented fingers, okay, not everyone's arms are the same length, and we're just going to very gently twist. Now as we twist, if you breathe in, when we breathe in, we create lift and stretch. And when we breathe out, by expelling that air, we create space, and that will help us twist. So as we breathe in, we're coming up, and as we breathe out, we're leaving space to twist. So let's look at it on the other side. Let's take the left hand to the right knee, tented fingers behind us, directly behind the spine, opposite the sacrum. Now the sacrum is that triangular bone at the base of our spine, just above the tailbone, the coccyx, and we use that as a line guide whenever we are lining up for any kind of alignment necessary to ensure we keep everything balanced. Left hand on right knee, tented fingers behind, breathing in, give that stretch, breathing out, creating that space. And we can use the hand on the knee just to give us a little bit of a push, but do not push onto that knee. You're going to add pressure, which is not what twisting is about. And work with your body. Don't worry about what everyone else looks like. Your body is amazing enough. So coming back to centre, and you can stay in those twists as many times as you want to. It's a great way of starting the day, getting the system moving, particularly if you're about to have breakfast. 10 minutes of twisting, like we did child's pose last week, stretching and opening up, just kick-starts everything possibly need. Now, if putting your hand to your knee is too much for you, you've got another choice. We can just open the arms and be simple as possible. So looking at it from a different way, let's turn to the side again. We can take the right hand to the front, tented fingers, and take the left arm out, and we can have them directly in front of us. Just a very simple twist as we breathe in, stretch and grow up, breathing out, go down and create space. Or we can have them on the floor. Exactly what works for you. So let's look at it from the other side. Tented fingers, both sides. Taking a breath in, grow up, breathing out, create that stretch. And we're trying to stretch and breathe from the middle of the body. Not from the pelvis so we don't twist, and not from the ribs so we don't hyperextend the rib cage and twist the spine. We're trying to twist the mid-torso. So we can use the hands on the ground, or we can open the arms. Whatever works for you. And you can also work one arm out in front and the back arm to ground you. So that's another simple twist. That again, you can hold as long as you wish. You can stay on one side for several breaths at a time, or you can alternate from side to side. Make sure your breath cycle is even both sides. Taking your breath in and your breath out is essential. Breath is the fuel for yoga. It gives you a focus, it helps you move, but it also helps you concentrate as well. So, I'm going to do one more twist, and it's going to be a lying down twist. Now this one you can do in bed in the morning. Brilliant. Nice and easy, without any strain or stress. Good kickstart to the day. And do it at night. It's great for alleviating any stomach problems. So if you suffer from IBS, diverticulitis, constipation, issues with anything that's a digestive problem, this is a really great way of alleviating that. And stomach cramps too. So anybody at that particular time of the month needing a little bit of respite, use this, it'll help. It's called a supine twist. You can do this legs straight or legs bent. So I'll show you both choices. Very gently roll yourself down. Very gently. Take your time. Come down lying flat, keeping the knees bent. And we're going to have the arms out to the side in a T shape. And just take your time. Now you can bring your knees with feet on the floor. So I'll show you both choices. Very gently roll over, the knees to one side. Now the key thing here is to keep the shoulder blades on the floor. So again, we're not giving a hyper twist to the spine, and we're not pushing the pelvis out of alignment. Don't worry about the hips on the ground, they will not stay there. The knees do not need to be on the floor. The shoulders on the ground are the key thing. But by creating this twist, you're again giving that internal massage to the organs. So you can stay here for as many breaths as you want. Bring the knees back to centre. And then swapping to the side again. So take it over. And just allow that twist once again. Not only will you feel the internal massage, you might feel a stretch down the side of the hips, into the thigh, along up the waist and into the ribs, even into the armpit maybe, depending on how deep your knees twist. Once you've stayed here for whatever time is comfortable for you, come back to centre. And I'm going to show you another choice too, particularly if you're suffering from stomach cramps or a little bit of digestive issue. Bring the knees up, give them a little bit of a hug, and that will just help ground the base of the back, the lower sacrum, and just alleviate any tightness you've got in the hips at the moment. Again, open the arms to a T. Now take a breath in, and just allow gravity to roll your knees over to one side. Taking your breath. Now you might find that you've got a deeper stretch with this, as they're higher. The stretch will come along the back. But also, as the knees are higher, it will take the twist higher into the body too. So your digestion will be massaged further up, just alleviating any discomfort. So you can stay here as long as you want, and then we can roll back over to the centre and give yourself time to balance. You come back, and then rolling over to the opposite side. And the longer you stay in each twist, the body will soften. As the breath becomes more steady, everything else within you will become steady too. You won't panic about how far you're twisting, which doesn't matter. As your muscles, your body relaxes, so does everything else. So your internal organs will get a proper massage because they're going to be relaxed. The digestive issue will be easier because you're relaxed. And when you've had enough that side, come to the centre. And like I said, this can be done in bed really easily, not just on the floor, any time of the day. Give your back and your knees another hug. And very gently I want you to roll over to one side. Place your top arm down and push yourself up very slowly. Every movement is important to take time in. There's no rush, and there never is. You're going at your pace, for yourself, in your body, and that's all that matters. So, one more, and it's not going to be a twist, it's a hug, but again this is a really lovely internal squeeze. So you could use this at the same time, or in addition to the twist you've just done. So we're going to place the feet in front, and we're going to roll the belly against the thighs, and just very gently hug. Now this is another view of child's pose, if you like. Instead of bending over the thighs on the floor, we're resting against the thighs, and we're squeezing again. And you can twist from this, but let's look at that another time. I hope you've learned something today. I hope you can use something today. Thank you very much. See you again.